Alright, so right now it is 4:49 p.m. I want to give you an idea of what to do and what to look for tonight on the main slate, particularly on FanDuel, and how you can make sure you're updated and going about. I was trying to show this on a previous video at RotoWire Baseball Weather. And as you read through these, for example, let's pick a good game out. Interestingly, like for the Yankees at Blue Jays, the cloudy skies and temperatures expected for Tuesday night's matchup at the Rogers Center. The roof should remain open, and the moderate breeze blowing from the center will reduce home field chances in all directions. So, as opposed to many people thinking or believing that this is maybe a top stack, you can even afford it. The Yankees, the top pitchers being expensive, for one of the better ones for tonight. However, there's some lower ones that have good strikeout upside. So you can get. Well, let's look at the lines as well here, so we can see to get an idea of how this could adjust or change. Interestingly, here while we're here in Major League Baseball Vegas odds, looking to take advantage of these. Let's see. So you have a couple of the tools lineup that you need, but while that's coming up, perhaps we'll come right back to it. In the meantime, what you can do is take a look at the draft dashboard and look to see, as you order here in reverse order, the worst starting pitcher supposedly is Marco Estrada, and versus that Yankees lineup, especially with the righties as indicated per his last 3-year average, is how you would take advantage of that matchup and attack this pitcher. And then you got Vargas, which you can do as a lower priced, perhaps stack option with Baltimore, and the Mets, and so on. And interestingly, there are some one opportunities here, such as, for example, with St. Louis. There's a couple lefties in that lineup, which you want to be able to take a look at to fill out the rest of your lineup, perhaps, as giving you some ideas on how to do that there. See, we got our Vegas lines, odds up, top projected run total. There's going to be Boston tonight, as we got a negative, slightly lowered with the Yankees as it was the highest earlier in the day, I believe. So be sure to check back in these. If you want every hour, of course, it's updated. Last updated at 4:05 p.m. right here. So if you're watching this, what I'm going to now do at this time is go through and first set a cash game stack best we can, and considering these weather options. Noticing here there's a chance or possibility of rain delay right here with this Washington National game. A thunderstorm, even though it doesn't say anything, as some of these say, whether it's going to be perhaps canceled or not, and any cancellation risk. Does not say anything here about that. So as a lower risk, don't have as much Scherzer in your cash game lineups I recommend at this time, but more so putting Kluber in there, and probably followed by really, maybe not so much or too much Paxton, as the floor on, say with the Sean Newcomb is 12 fantasy points in the last 10 games. The floor on Paxton is actually higher, 25 points. So while it may seem somewhat risky, him going against Houston, at Houston actually, he's a better optional play than Newcomb if you're going to go away from Kluber and perhaps a cash lineup trying to get some bats in there, and Kyle Freeland as a next best option here, perhaps get you a floor like about 20, lower 20s fantasy points. Hopefully, probably also a road game for him versus Cincinnati. So these are all the various options you can consider and look at in considering these pitchers. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a lineup worked here for our main slate, and perhaps that cash lineup here, considered with Kluber as the best option. Go to the lineup optimizer. I already have all the players that I want, that I'm interested in looking at and possibly playing. All I got to do is make sure I switch perhaps for the best guy here now and lock him in. And we're just going to, let's see how much we have left. We got $900 that is left over in this salary. So we can possibly upgrade, as I'm just looking over real quick to see they're all of my watched players. However, not Escobar for Kansas City. Let's see if we can get somebody in there at a decent play at the shortstop. If not, we'll switch him out with somebody else. Okay, here we go. Brock Holt, he should be fine today, as Boston has a good matchup, handedness-wise versus that pitcher for Detroit. So we got 300 left over. We could go with this, and we could perhaps tinker around, see if there's anybody else. But notice here we have a Detroit stack, I noticed, with Victor Martinez, Dixon Machado, and Nicholas Castellanos. I like the lineup, and so, but however, as I was kind of saying there, I don't like so much the Yankees players as other people do, I guess, tonight, as they'll be try to be higher, somewhat highly, I don't know, but it's such a large slate. But Andujar, just to see, because it's a utility spot, it's easy to upgrade as well. So let's see who we can get as a slight upgrade. And as we're looking for the green to go here, Ben Zobrist, center fielder for Chicago. He has an OPS advantage here, plus 15%. We could go with him instead. See if there's any other options real quick. Or Asdrubal Cabrera at second base. Interesting as well. So I'm going to decide to go with, well, Chicago, the Cubs. And just for reference, check the weather report there in Chicago. I believe it's good. Well-hit balls possibly inside the park, as opposed to, what was the other guy we're looking at? Oh, who else do we have here? Yeah, Cabrera for the Mets. What's going on in New York as far as the weather? Let's see. Here we got a moderate breeze blowing out from left field, may keep some well-hit balls in the park as well. This is going the theme for tonight on a lot of parks, so it is what it is. So I will go and save that as a lineup for tonight. Even though we're 500 off, I don't know, kind of makes me want to upgrade somebody else, though. Let's see who else we can upgrade. No, there's no other upgrades at easy spots to fill, such as a catcher/first base or the utility that's going to be worthwhile at this point in time. So we're going to go with this and save it. And you can just export it. A way to do that to, if you go to your save lineups right here, and you can actually do that here. To the export selected. Oh, we got to select it. Okay. Export to. So it has the file that you upload to. Put that option on the draft. FanDuel. Sorry, not Draft Dashboard. Or DraftKings. Okay, so now we're going to go try to get ourselves a based on the picture, another lineup here, which we'll save in tournaments. So let's see if it generates something good that we like. If not, we'll change it around. We could go with Scherzer for a tournament if we like. If we could develop it into sort of a stack. So it gave me a somewhat similar lineup actually, and I'm not liking it so much. So let's drop it down to one of the other guys. Patrick Corbin, I didn't touch on him. He has a high strikeout potential as well, but wasn't one of the top optimized pitcher with his velocity also noted to be going down. That's highly publicized as well. So let's see. Even if we just drop down to Paxton, we're going to save a lot of money and see what we can come up with. Let's try that for a tournament. And we're randomizing. Just going to randomize the rest of it, see what different kind of order we get. So we still got Victor Martinez. We got Ian Kinsler for the Angels. I like as a sort of a stack, or even that one up here. Camargo for Atlanta. That's fine. Iglesias for Detroit. Benintendi, great. Matchup today, Soto for Washington, interesting. Castellanos again, and Adrian Gonzalez as a utility to save some money. We do have 200 left over, so but this lineup's good enough for the tournament play. All right, so just want to leave you there some good lineups for the day and how to generate them as well. Take care.